Imagine a world where every decision by one leader sends shockwaves across the globe. During Donald Trump's presidency, his tough trade battles, unpredictable foreign policies, and strict immigration rules didn't just shake the US, they put Canada in a tough spot too. With tariffs hitting hard, border tensions rising, and the America First approach taking over, Canada had no choice but to adapt fast. The country had to find new allies, protect its economy, and secure strong international ties. But who really stood by Canada during these difficult times? In this video, we're diving into the 10 countries that supported Canada when things got rough. From key trade deals to strong military partnerships, these nations stepped up to help Canada survive and thrive. Some of them may shock you. So stay tuned till the end. You might be surprised by who truly had Canada's back. Number 10, Germany. While Trump's America First policies rattled global trade, Germany stepped up in a surprising way. Berlin knew that if Canada struggled under US tariffs, it could send shockwaves through the world economy. So Germany took action. German leaders quickly opened trade talks, launched research projects, and invested in green energy and digital tech. German companies even offered financial help and expert support to keep Canadian industries steady during market chaos. And guess what? Trade between the two countries grew by 12%. But Germany didn't stop at business deals. It used its power in the G7 and other global meetings to push back against protectionist policies, making sure Canada wasn't left behind. This wasn't just short-term help. It laid the foundation for a stronger, long-term partnership. Thanks to Germany's smart and bold moves, Canada became more stable, more resilient, and better connected to the world. This partnership proved that even in tough times, strong allies can make all the difference. Number 9, United Kingdom. When Trump's tariffs shook North America's markets, Canada was in trouble. But guess who stepped up? The United Kingdom. After Brexit, Britain was desperate for new trade deals and saw an opportunity to help Canada while also strengthening its own economy. British leaders acted fast, negotiating new agreements, speeding up customs processes, and sharing market insights. This quick action helped Canadian businesses find new buyers, dodge US trade barriers, and keep their economy moving. But it didn't stop there. The UK also pushed its companies to rethink supply chains, leading to a huge 15% boost in Canadian exports, especially in aerospace and pharmaceuticals. Behind the scenes, British diplomats fought hard in global meetings, making sure Canada's voice was heard in a world leaning toward trade wars and isolation. Thanks to the UK's smart and bold moves, Canada found both economic relief and strong diplomatic support. This powerful partnership remains stronger than ever today. Number 8, France. When Trump's harsh trade policies shook Canada's economy, France wasted no time stepping in. French leaders saw Canada struggling and took action fast. They strengthened trade agreements, created new business opportunities, and found ways to dodge US tariffs. This was a game changer for Canadian luxury goods and aerospace industries, as French partnerships opened fresh markets and shared cutting-edge expertise. But France didn't just help on the business front. It used its global influence to stand up for Canada in major international meetings, demanding fair trade and cooperation. And the results? Trade between the two countries jumped by 10% every year. Beyond economics, France and Canada deepened their cultural ties through sister city programs, academic exchanges, and people-to-people connections. This wasn't just about money. It was about building a long-term friendship that would last for years. By combining smart trade strategies with strong diplomacy, France didn't just help Canada survive, it helped pave the way for an even stronger future partnership. Number 7, Australia. When Trump's policies shook global markets, Australia didn't hesitate. It stepped up for Canada. With both countries facing complex international challenges, Australia quickly reached out to keep trade and diplomacy strong. Top leaders from Canberra and Ottawa held high-level talks to secure Canada's access to Asia-Pacific markets. Australian investors poured money into mining, renewable energy, and technology, boosting trade between the two nations by over 11%. But Australia didn't stop at trade. It helped strengthen supply chains by working with Canadian companies on innovative solutions to bypass U.S. restrictions. On the global stage, Australia used its voice to defend Canada. It publicly supported free trade and democracy, shifting attention away from isolationist policies and ensuring Canada remained a key player. By combining economic action with diplomatic strength, Australia proved that true allies stand together in uncertain times. This partnership didn't just survive the storm, it came out even stronger. Number 6, Japan. When Trump's unexpected tariffs sent shockwaves through global trade, Japan stepped up in a big way. Knowing its own economy depended on exports, Japan wasted no time helping Canada. Japan and Canada quickly set up special working groups to focus on cutting-edge technologies like robotics and automation. These efforts created new supply chains, reducing the risk of trade disruptions. But it didn't stop there. Japanese tech giants joined forces with Canadian innovators to develop next-generation manufacturing methods. And the results? Japanese investments in Canada's infrastructure and tech sectors skyrocketed by 14%. Japan also provided financial support to stabilize key industries like automobile manufacturing and agriculture, keeping Canadian businesses afloat. Beyond business, Japan became a strong voice for free trade. At major global meetings, Japanese leaders pushed back against isolationist policies and made sure Canada wasn't left behind. By combining technology, investment, and smart diplomacy, Japan gave Canada a much-needed safety net, turning a crisis into a golden opportunity for long-term growth. Number 5, Mexico. When Trump's tariffs shook North America, Canada faced a serious challenge, but Mexico didn't back down. As trade routes became unstable, Mexico took action to keep businesses running and markets open. Leaning on the United States-Mexico-Canada agreement, Mexican leaders worked closely with Canada to ensure essential goods like food and cars kept flowing smoothly across borders. Joint cross-border meetings led to smarter supply chains and new export strategies that helped both countries avoid economic disaster. And the results? Trade between Canada and Mexico skyrocketed by an incredible 133%. This wasn't just about business. Mexico also strengthened its deep friendship with Canada through diplomacy and cultural exchange. By standing together, Mexico and Canada proved that regional alliances can overcome global threats. Their bold teamwork didn't just fix a crisis, it built an even stronger future. Number 4, Sweden. When Trump's policies shook global trade, Sweden didn't just stand by, it stepped up as one of Canada's strongest allies. Known for its innovation and eco-friendly mindset, Sweden saw an opportunity to help Canada shift towards a greener future. Sweden and Canada teamed up to develop clean energy projects and green technology, using joint research grants and trade agreements to soften the blow of U.S. tariffs. Swedish companies worked closely with Canadian firms, launching sustainable solutions that helped industries survive and thrive. The result? Trade in clean tech grew by 10% every year. But Sweden's support wasn't just about business. It also spoke up for Canada in global meetings, pushing for fair trade and ethical governance. This powerful partnership didn't just help Canada survive, it set the country up as a leader in global sustainability. Sweden's bold, future-focused approach proved that smart alliances can turn economic challenges into opportunities for a better world. Number 3, South Korea. When Trump's protectionist policies shook global trade, South Korea didn't just watch, it took action. Seoul knew that Canada's struggles could disrupt major industries like tech and automotive, so it stepped in fast. South Korean leaders held top-level talks with Canada, finding new trade routes and innovative supply chain solutions to keep businesses running. At the same time, South Korean companies poured money into Canadian tech startups, sparking exciting collaborations and making Canada's tech industry even stronger. The result? Trade between the two nations jumped by 12%. But South Korea didn't stop at trade. It also spoke up for Canada in global meetings, pushing for fair trade and stronger international cooperation. This smart, forward-thinking approach didn't just solve an immediate crisis. It built a long-term alliance that keeps both nations competitive and prepared for the future. South Korea's bold moves prove that strong partnerships can beat economic uncertainty. Number 2, India. When Trump's policies shook global trade, India didn't just watch, it stepped in as a game changer for Canada. With its booming economy and world-class tech sector, India saw that Canada needed new markets and stronger supply chains to stay ahead. Top Indian and Canadian leaders came together for high-level talks, leading to breakthrough deals in IT, pharmaceuticals, and education. Indian tech companies joined forces with Canadian startups, sparking cutting-edge innovations that made supply chains faster and more efficient. The impact? Trade between the two nations skyrocketed by nearly 133%. But India's support wasn't just about business. It stood by Canada on the global stage, pushing for free trade and multilateral cooperation in key international summits. By backing Canada diplomatically and investing strategically, India helped strengthen Canada's global reputation and turn uncertainty into opportunity. This powerful alliance proved that unexpected partnerships can create incredible opportunities, and that India and Canada's bond is built for the future. Number 1, New Zealand. When Trump's tough policies shook North American markets, New Zealand didn't back down. It stepped up for Canada. With a strong reputation for fair trade, environmental protection, and honest governance, New Zealand's actions aligned perfectly with Canada's values. New Zealand secured new trade deals, making sure Canada could sell its agriculture, forestry, and renewable energy products to fresh markets. The result? Trade between the two nations surged by nearly 15%. This gave Canadian businesses a lifeline during uncertain times. But it wasn't just about trade. New Zealand took Canada's side on the global stage, urging world leaders to reject isolationist policies and support multinational cooperation. By combining economic support with strong diplomacy, New Zealand helped Canada not just survive, but thrive. This powerful partnership proves a big truth. In today's world, working together is the only way forward. Canada's story is one of resilience, built on global friendships with countries like the UK, Germany, Japan, Australia, and South Korea. These alliances didn't just offer short-term relief, they paved the way for long-term success, innovation, and respect. What do you think is the most important part of a strong global partnership? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start a conversation that brings people together. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more amazing stories. See you next time, and until then, have an incredible day.